Meat prices are out of control right now, but you don't need $100 brisket to eat good. Today, I'm taking this $12 piece of pork belly, smoking it Central Texas style with post oak, salt, and pepper on the Huntsman, and showing you how to turn this cheap cut into rich, smoky, melt in your mouth barbecue. Let's get into it. That's right. Today we are smoking pork belly. Pork belly is a fantastic fatty piece of protein. We always want it in the burn ends and whatnot. Why not cook it like a brisket and have at it? So that's what we're going to do. So let's get this taken care of. All right, so to get started with this recipe here, we've got a piece of pork belly here. Now, this is just a regular piece of pork belly I got from my local Costco, and I made some bacon with the rest of it. But this is what we got left that we want to make like a brisket, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get it seasoned up. Now, I'm going to start on the meat side of this, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a binder on. Now, feel free to use whatever binder you want. Today, I'm going to use hot sauce just because I want to. All right, so we've got a little bit of hot sauce here that we're just going to kind of rub all over the meat here, and then we're going to get the seasoning. Now, first thing up is going to be 16 mesh black pepper. So we're going to get a good coating of 16 mesh on here because we're going with those Central Texas flavors here today. All right, so now that we've got our pepper on, we're going to come back with our salt. Now, I'm going to be using my Diamond Crystal kosher salt, which is a little different than just a regular kosher salt, but feel free to use whatever you got. With the Diamond Crystal, you go a little bit heavier than you normally would, and that's why I'm putting so much on. But again, staying true to the Central Texas flavors here of just salt and pepper. All right, and again, because I'm seasoning this like a brisket, we're going to come back over the top with a little bit of seasoning salt here, and this is just that Lowry seasoning salt. So we're going to get a good little dosing or dusting of our seasoning salt on, and we're going to pat it in. All right, now I'm going to flip this guy over, and I'm going to repeat the process on this fat cap or presentation side, and then we'll be ready to get this on the grill. All right, so now that we got our pork belly all seasoned up, it's time to get it on the grill. Now, today we're going to be using our Spider Huntsman from Spider Grills. We're going to do a little automated cook today here. We're going to load it up with some harder charcoal. Now, I'm also going to be using some post oak wood chunks today to flavor up this Central Texas style pork belly. And we're going to get it all set up with the next level cooking system here. So we've got our deflector put in here. We've got a little catch pan for all of our drippings. And hey, let's get our pork belly onto the Huntsman. All right, so our pork belly is going on here. We'll get it right over our drip pan here, and we are good to go. All right, we're going to get this guy closed up. All right, now we got our pork belly onto our Huntsman here. Now we've set it up for 250 degrees, and we're going to treat it just like a brisket, guys. We got it on the grill. We got it going. We're going to leave it alone. So any of you guys that are out there antsy about what you got to do next, you don't have to do anything but just let this thing do its job. We'll probably come back here in a good 3 to 4 hours, and we'll take a check at that point. But it's going. Leave it alone. We got the cook rolling. Let's go. All right, folks, we just hit our 4-hour mark here. We're going to take a look at our pork belly, and we're coming along good here. Now, since I had you here last, I did have an absolute brain fart when I set up the grill, and I had my protein over on the opposite side and should have been on the opposite side of where the coals are. Hey, it happens. So I switched it around. So we got our protein here. It's still coming along great. And man, it's coming along nicely. Now, before we start spritzing, we want to make sure our bark is set. And I'm touching on this, and my bark does not feel really set to me just yet. Still got some of that pepper coming off here. So basically, we're just going to close this guy up. We're going to keep it rolling along, and I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. All right, so as you just saw, we just hit our 4-hour mark and did a check here. We're not ready to start spritzing it yet because our rub doesn't seem to be set just yet. Set just means it's not holding on to the protein yet. I can still move it around with my finger. So we're not going to spritz it yet. So I'm going to let it keep going here. What I am going to do is cranking the temperature up to 275 degrees. We just had the first 4 hours at 250. My normal temperature of cooking is somewhere around 275 to 300. So we're closer to that at 275 right now. So again, we're just going to let this thing go. And I'm going to bring you guys back in a little while. We'll take a look at our pork belly and see how it's progressing. All right, folks, we just hit our just a little over 5 hours here. And this is what we're looking like on this pork belly. It is coming along nicely. Now it does appear a little dry to me right now on the surface, so I do want to spritz it. And today I've got my spritz bottle here, and literally it's just water in here. I didn't really do anything special, just a little bit of water just to keep the surface hydrated. But we're looking pretty good and coming along. The color is looking nice. And so I'm going to let this go here for a little bit longer, and then we'll get it wrapped up, and I'll bring you back when we wrap it up. All right, so we're going to get ready to wrap up our pork belly. So I've just got my butcher paper down, and we're going to put some spritz on it. Spritz is just going to help this paper become a little bit more pliable so that it doesn't go all over the place when we're trying to get our pork belly on. So we'll just get it wrapped up. All right, so we got our pork belly here. All right, pork belly is on our paper, and all I'm going to do is just put a little bit more spritz on it. At this point, if you decided you wanted to put some tallow or some lard or whatever on here, you absolutely could. We're just going to go with our spritz that we're using, and I'm just going to get this thing wrapped up. And we're just going to wrap it up tight. And basically, I'm wrapping it just like I would a brisket. All right. All right. So our pork belly is now wrapped up nice and tight, and we're going to get this back on the grill. All right, back on the grill we go. We get it closed up. All right, folks, we just got our pork belly wrapped up. We got it back onto our grill. Now, the name of the game right now is just to get it nice and tender. I'm not caring about a temperature, but if you want to use temperature, what I always say is use 200 degrees as a reference point. Once you hit that 200 internal temperature, then just start checking for tenderness, okay? Once you get to the tenderness you're looking for, that'll be time to pull this pork belly off, rest it down, and be ready to slice into. Now, I realized that I didn't bring you guys back earlier when I was determining that it's ready to wrap up, but that was somewhere around the 6-hour mark. Once I spritzed it when I had you here last, I think I went about another 45 minutes, maybe just over, before I decided to go ahead and wrap it. So now you're all caught up. We're about 6 hours into this cook, maybe just a little over 6 hours for this cook right now. I anticipate it's probably going to be about an hour to get to the tenderness we're looking for, and then we'll be able to get it on the block and go for it. So hang in there. We're almost through this cook. All right, gang, we are back at the block, and we've got our pork belly here all rusted up. Now, it took me about 7 hours or so to get to the tenderness that I was looking for. Again, I just used my probe just to, check just to see just how tender that pork belly was. And then we got it off the grill. And then we got it over here to the block, let it rest, and now we're ready to slice into it. So let's check out our pork belly that's smoked like a brisket. All right, so let's get this pork belly unwrapped here. Smells absolutely phenomenal. And man, I've had this resting here for about 30 minutes or so. Typically with brisket, I'll rest it longer, but hey, it's all good with pork belly. And there we go, guys. Here is our pork belly. Beautiful pork belly. All right, we're going to take some slices right off of this guy here. All right. Let's take this one right here and give you guys a look at that. Man, that looks fantastic. But look at there, guys. That's what our pork belly is looking like here. Absolutely. It's hot, but smells phenomenal. But tell you what here, let's see if we can get some of this cut off here to taste it. All right. So there we go. Little piece of pork belly, a little bit of a smoke ring there. It's got that nice crust on there. Hopefully you guys can see that bark there that came out on this pork belly, but smells phenomenal. But hey, let's give this a shot here. All right. Cheers, guys. Oh man. Mm. Mm. Oh yeah. Nailed it, gang. This is fantastic tasting pork belly. Again, it's a cheaper cut that you don't have to, spend an arm and a leg to try and get, and make some phenomenal, rich tasting barbecue, Central Texas barbecue with that post oak and all. Man, I'm telling you, you got to try this out. If you guys have not smoked pork belly like a brisket, you just don't know what you're missing. But man, I can't keep talking about it. I got to get into this pork belly. We love to do things with it, like make sliders or tacos, or even put it in ramen. Very good in ramen noodles, guys. But hey, enjoyed it. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Peace.